it's a little bit cold outside today. The temperature's been going between like 0 and 3 degrees. I even saw a -1 once. We're on our way up to the Nile Clover Springs. We're gonna see if we can make it up to Little Bald Mountain. It ended up being just me and the Snowbikes, Nick, Anthony, and Leen actually. Which I don't know if you remember Leen in one of my first videos. He broke his triple clamps on his sled bike, so this would be my second time riding with him on a sled bike. Anyways, Lance and Junior were supposed to be coming. I've kind of got a conspiracy theory going with Lance. He's supposed to be getting a new 9R, but it's supposedly not showing up till January. And, which, I mean, I believe that that's the date that they originally gave them, but when we were talking about this ride earlier in the week, they only have one sled because they sold Junior's sled, so he's been riding Melissa's Edge. Anyway, I was talking to him earlier this week, and he's like, well, since Melissa was supposed to be going, would you feel comfortable taking responsibility for Junior, and I'll just drop him off with the sled up at the trailhead? And I said, that's ridiculous. You're gonna drive 2.5 hours or so round trip just to drop him off and then come and pick him back up later, when we can fit 3 sleds on my sled deck. And Nick also has a trailer, and he made it sound like it was no big deal or anything. So I thought, surely he's pulling my leg. He already has his sled. He's actually coming. He's actually riding, and he's bringing his 9R. Junior's going to be on the Polaris, so we don't need an extra sled, and we're not going to be down a sled. Anyways, last night I was talking to him, and then he said that they weren't going to come. They were going to bail out because of the cold also, and they got back late from Wenatchee. And I kind of told him that I had a conspiracy theory going on, and I think he's full of crap. But this morning, he didn't show up at the meeting time, even though Junior said that they were going to come. Lance was saying that they weren't going to come, and so I was just all confused. Junior was asking about an SD card for Lance's new GoPro, and so I was like, oh yeah, surely they're coming, and Lance is just trying to be funny or something. But we were supposed to meet at 9 o'clock at Nat Cheese, and Lance didn't show up. And it's now 9:20. We decided we're going to go ahead and head up. I tried calling a couple times, and Lance didn't answer. Junior didn't answer their phone. So my new conspiracy theory is that he did get the sled, and Junior's going to be riding the 2019 Polaris, and Lance is going to be on the 9R, and they're waiting for us at the trailhead, thinking that they're all funny when we roll in and we see that Lance has his new sled. But maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist and I'm trying to be funny. I don't know.
Well, we ended up with 3 Snowbikes, 15 on the sled. We're kind of taking this back way. We're not on 1500 anymore. This is usually less tore up. It looks like 1 or 2 Snowbikes. And they were in this thing, so makes it a little bit more nice to ride in. I think that there's a creek, a little drainage up here that we get to take in a little while, if I remember right. It's been a little while. There we go. There it is. It's better than the road, huh? So we're just kind of heading to the left and then turning up at some point, and then we're meeting the other road. If you want to hop on, I'll give you a ski pole.
I don't know what a ski pole is.
I'll pull on the ski.
Oh, okay.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go. Oh. have to find a way through the trees. Looks like a log. Are we being too hard on Leen?
Maybe.
Log. Okay, that's why I don't know what kind of lines you guys choose. So I mean, cause you can go out straight that way. I mean, the road's about another 500 feet. I just don't know what kind of lines you guys choose.
Well, he's just trying to take it easy on his bike.
Yeah. Are you okay, Leen? That doesn't make me want to help you.
Yeah, I tried telling him the same thing when we were dirt bike riding. It's like, dude, you have to commit. You need to commit. And not committing is a lot of the times what seems to get him in trouble.
Well, yeah, when in doubt, fucking drop
Yeah.
out.
So we made it up to the cabin. It was freezing cold. The temperature inside the cabin was -9 degrees Fahrenheit. It was ridiculous. We started a fire, tried to warm it up even after being there for like an hour and a half. We barely got the cabin up to 2 degrees. We decided we should start the bikes and sleds, try to get them warmed up again, and be on our way. The bikes barely got started. One of them read down -24 degrees Fahrenheit on their temperature gauge. Their handlebars were frozen, the throttle control. So we had to let them run quite a while to get them up to temp and then get their handlebar heaters to melt the ice that was on the throttle. Lance, Bobby, you guys are watching this. Yeah, you guys probably made the right choice not riding today. It's freaking cold. I got my thicker 509 gloves on, and not the really thick ones, they're the medium insulated Freeride gloves. My hands are so cold, they hurt, like the back of them, the fingertips. I think I want to get some wind deflectors on my handlebars.
Well, so we made it back. We're back at the snow park here. It's, if you can call it a snow park, Clover Springs. And yeah, I mean, it was a little bit shorter riding day than normal. We started a little bit late, got back a little bit early. It's cold. I don't know, unless I'm like on location somewhere, you know, and like McCall or somewhere like that, and I don't want to miss a riding day, I probably will not ride in like 5 degree Fahrenheit or lower again. Unless I'm really itching to ride. I'm getting enough rides in. I don't need to do that. It ruins a lot of the fun. Apparently when we were going up that drainage and I was like, okay, we got the clearing, and then we're making our way back up, you know, I had 3 Snowbikes following me, and they get around awesome, great. And you know, Nick's a hell of a rider, Anthony's a hell of a rider. Leen is really new. He's doing awesome. He's been riding motorcycles with us in the summer and stuff, and he is really progressing. But it was only his 3rd ride on a snow bike, and I was under the impression that after I explained where we were going to go, that the guys would maybe like find their own path for the snow bikes. Since I know snow bikes and snowmobiles, they kind of approach things differently, right? Well, they tried to follow my exact path quite often, and that ended in some issues on some of the lines that Leen was trying to run, and that's my fault. I guess I need to learn to be a little bit of a better leader, and maybe I need to take Nick up on the offer when he says, hey, if you want to ride the snow bike for a little while, because then I can kind of learn the kind of lines that snow bikes look for versus the snowmobilers. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to do a thing for every single ride. Do a little video. Some of them are long. This one's probably going to be shorter because I didn't really feel like it got much footage. There was nothing really too exciting going on today. Nick needed to break in his motor a little bit because on the last video, I don't know if you heard me say give it all the nos, give it all the nos. And he had that nitrous full pin going up that one chute that we were climbing, and on the way back he was just burning oil like crazy. So he had to put a new piston in the top end, and his oil scraper rings were kind of all they were jammed up, and even with new ones it wasn't working. But so he was a little bit frustrated with me because I was like, oh yeah, we're just doing a trail ride. But then that section, when we needed to get out into the trees a little ways, it just kind of pushed the bikes a little bit harder than what we were originally planning today.